Hello and welcome everyone to Dream N. This platform has so much potential and reminds me of how the actual step and token has done so well over the past, few months, few weeks, and how they've really pushed so hard to really get this going and get this like really up there. They've launched quite a while ago, but there is a really good opportunity to get in now. So let's look into what they have in store and what they're planning to do in terms of partnerships. So what makes Dream N, stand out, or what makes me feel like this is a good entry for this project? Well, over the past few weeks, they've worked really hard in terms of what they've decided to build up and have found a really nice floor. I'll show you here. There is a really nice floor at around $4 million market cap. There was a big, massive hype run up to around 7 million, 70 cents, and it had a big fall down. That's just due to the pre-salers and everything like that, really getting that all of them out. And then there was a push up again, right? And this was just slightly after the first sell off, right? Once this has happened, it had a big, calming down session. If you look at the chart for the actual step N and how they've actually created, their ecosystem, you can actually see that they have a similar chart in an aspect that it had a big run up in the beginning and it slowly went down and found a new floor, right? To me, this seems like the best floor you can get, right? You can see it's just been stagnating around this area for the past few days, and there is a lot of marketing planned for Dreamend coming out in the next few days, and that's where I see fit as a good entry. And this is what I really want to do in terms of making these YouTube videos, is actually providing good entry points in projects that are already existing, right? You really want to get in on projects that have the real value and have, that blue chip mentality where you actually get in on a project and you can see yourself making profit eventually in the next coming months, not just days. It doesn't have to be a meme coin. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It can be a utility token that you can buy in and you can say, I'm investing in this and I see this as a long-term project that will do well in long term, right? So why do I see this as one of the better tokens or one of the most utility based tokens? Well, to start, Step N actually was created by the same similar team and contract creation for Dreamin', right? So the contract side and the DApp side, they're well versed, right? They have the experience and they know what to do. They have maybe like 3 weeks or so on average, I'd assume, for their actual finishment of their app to be installed on Dream N, right? Once their app is created, I will tell you right now, this thing it'll break all time highs. It'll do really well in the short term. If you think about it, in the next coming weeks, there's going to be a lot of investors slowly adding into their position. Considering the liquidity to market cap ratio, there's a lot of potential for this definitely to hit $1, if not $2, $3, $4 in the next coming weeks. This is what I see as a big potential opportunity for like a 10-20x like in the next coming weeks, just because of the market also sentiment is kind of evening out. After we had that big drop to 24k, we kind of settled down now at around 30, and it might slowly rise up just because it needs to correct a bit. It can't just go and dump again, and that's going to result in a lot of new buyers buying into small market cap coins, right? And Dreamin' has the potential for that. So what really sets this apart is their ability to have an earning BNB style token, right? This is done through their app, and this is based on sleeping. This is based on the ranking systems that they have in terms of your sleep habits and how you actually set up things like that. There also is an anti-cheating mechanism. If you think about games like, Pokemon Go, there's always been this cheating aspect where you can, spoof your GPS and you can get away with it, and you can just get anything you want across anywhere in the world. But their main style in terms of dream ends mechanisms are actually to prevent cheating and allow the tracking of motion sensors and health activity to actually be implemented in this. And they have the experience from step N to actually create something similar to that for DreamEnd's platform, right? And in a sense, they've actually made something that will provide value, because if you really think about it, a lot of us nowadays don't really get the sleep that we need, and having that little push or that little aspect to say, hey, you can actually earn money by doing this, it'll make you want to do it, and it promotes healthy lifestyle. You always want to get that 8 hours in and want to get that done, right? So their team is very well versed in terms of what they've created prior. They also are fully doxed, so that means they have all of their faces out there. They're not, scared to hide behind a screen. They all have their LinkedIn's there. They've been working on multiple projects with experience and are really well versed, like I stated before. So let's look into a lot more detail in terms of why I feel like this is a good project to invest in. As you see here, so tokens held and supply multiplier and the tokens for the next tier. So something to understand here is you really want to look at the bigger picture, right? When you get in on these tokens and buy in early, and you are in at only $4 million market cap, with the app coming out and the rewards you can gain based on which tier of tokens held, this multiplier is going to be a massive impact on how much you're earning on a daily basis. You look at people that have Step and have these mobile apps running, gaining like $100 to $200-$300 a day. It's equal to a job just based on, getting a certain amount of tokens at a certain rate, right? So this really pushes the belief that says like, hey, do you really want to get in on this project before the mobile app comes out? And are they trusted enough? To me, yes, they are absolutely trusted, because they've worked on previous projects. They have their face out there. They've been working really hard, even though the market sentiment is so bad, even though their chart, had a big sell-off. There is a really good entry for this, and the multipliers in terms of how much tokens held is surmountably better, right? So getting these tokens at a certain price is really profitable, right? So let's say you want to get in on a certain amount, like you need to get 10,000 tokens to actually get in. You can buy in these tokens here, and you can actually, really set yourself up in terms of when it does run up eventually, and there is potential for this to really get up there. So rewards are really juicy for those who are looking to invest now, because when the app does come out and the utility does strive, you're looking at $200 to $300 a day as profit, just based on your sleeping habits, based on how much tokens you hold. And that's not only going to be it, because there's going to be a FOMO effect, bringing the price up surmountably, because you'll have staking, you'll have all these different applications to use the Dream End token, and there's so much more potential for what the sleep to earn model has in store, right? By doing this, you have a lot of potential in terms of what they're planning to do and what they're looking to accomplish, right? So how this actually works is there's a certain time of day with a fixed reward, right? As long as you have the activity tracker on and you have your internet connection, there is potential in terms of what you can accomplish, right? And this is done through the actual app and mobile app itself, right? And what is their mission and what are they trying to accomplish is basically to have that passive income based on your sleeping cycles and to have that quality sleep that you need, right? And this is important for us in crypto, and this is something that I see fit for the future. So what are their roadmap and what are they planning to do? Well, basically they have their website release, they have their alpha test, which is going to be coming, then they are looking to do their audits, and they have their public sale. These have all been completed, right? Now they're looking to do DEX and CEX listing. They will have the actual DApp staking beta test and things like that. So you buy in on this early, you have the opportunity to not only gain more tokens by staking on their DApp. You have the opportunity to gain more based on your sleeping patterns. You have the ability for the price to actually rise. So this case, there is so much more potential for the project itself as they start to go into brand and influencer partnerships with people that are interested in this kind of like healthy lifestyle, momentum, right? You can get in on those influencers, get them involved that are pretty big, and you'll have a masses of people interested to buy in on this token. And not only that, you think about the thoughts of those that are not involved in crypto and download the app and buy into Dreamin'. There is an unlimited amount of actual buy pressure on this token once they actually get into the app stages, right? As you see, there's a lot of accumulation, and I see this as a really good project in terms of the long-term play. So check them out, Dream I'll leave all the information down below. If you have any questions, you can head to their Discord. They always are ready to ask, ready to answer, and they're ready to, be there for you. So check it out. I see a lot of potential in the next coming weeks as there's going to be brand partnerships. There's going to be a lot of, a big YouTube push. There'll be a lot more for their marketing that have been lined up. Can't really disclose much, but I do see this as a definite really good buy. I myself have bought into Dreamin', and I see a lot of potential and have been accumulating around these areas. So definitely check them out. Love what they've created so far and can't wait to see their mobile app launch.